Hello and welcome back to Ayaron's world. Well, you find me standing here at the end point of my collection channels, and you can see I do have some rotten zombie flesh. So something is coming through my mob spawner. Now we're not going to spend too long on the mob spawner today, because what I need to do today is some cave exploration to light the stuff up and get some much needed resources. Also, some people have been asking for it because they've not actually seen me do much of that stuff yet. But first, there are one or two things that I do need to do to the mob spawner, but they won't take long. Okay, so let me just get a little bit of glass and some cobble, because I need to make some hearth slabs, because what I forgot to do was actually make it so spiders would not spawn in my spawner, which is a bit of an oversight, because, you know, the whole point of it all, you know, only being one wide and the channels being one wide, and that is because I don't have to deal with spiders. If I don't stop spiders from spawning in there, they're going to clog and ruin the system. So that's what we're going to start with. Is I'm going to go down to the mob spawning floor, open it up, battle anyone who may or may not be in there, and then get rid of the spiders. Right, so I better be ready with my sword. Yep, I can see some people in there. Let's throw some torches down. See, there you go, spiders. That's what I have to do, because they're just going to be in here taking up mob space, because basically the game will only spawn so many mobs in an area at a time. So for as long as spiders can spawn, this is not going to be a very effective mob spawner. So how do I stop spiders spawning? Well, that's where these half slabs come in. So this is a design by Etho from the Ethos Labs channel. And what you do is you put half slabs down there, 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 and there on each of your 6x6 platforms. So that's one in from the side. It does mean the mobs can't walk over those bits, but they can walk around them just as well. Because the way the game works, because spiders take up a 4x4 space, the game doesn't look for a 4x4 space. It looks for an empty space like that, which has empty space all around it. That's because when the spider appears, it's going to randomly take up 4 of the spaces within this 3x3 space. You know, it'll always be on this one here. So what these half slabs do is, no matter where you check now on this 6x6 platform, one of these side bits is always filled up. So even though a spider could theoretically spawn there, the game won't, because it detects that being there and it thinks there might not be room. So that's how this works. I am reducing the amount of space that normal mobs can appear. Basically, this was a 36 block spawning space. It's now only a 32 block spawning space. But that isn't a huge loss. You know, I mean, in terms of drop in efficiency, it's not that huge, and the fact that it stops spiders spawning makes it more than worth it. So this is where it's going to turn out that I needed 16 of these, rather than the 12 I made. Once again, showing my complete and utter lack of ability to do maths of any kind. So, let me make 4 more. Oops. Sorry, my mouse is running a bit fast today. I keep overcompensating for things. Oh, so if I needed to make 4 more, why did I make another 12? Oh well, does not matter. I shall just put them in a chest, and at some point I'm sure I will need them. 1, 2, 3, just that one. Okay, the room is nice and dark again, and this should stop the spiders spawning. Now, at some point I am going to have to come back and do something to dispose of squid as well, because if squid spawn in there, they'll just clog up the channels and stuff. So I need to sort of drop the squid down to a killing mechanism. But I'm not going to do that today. Okay, so that's that nice and dark again. And the other thing I wanted to do was something that occurred to me with the drowning chamber, is just to make it slightly more secure, to make sure the mobs... It's nighttime. While I sleep, I'm going to check my mouse sensitivity in the game. I'm going to just lower that ever so slightly. Now, you know, now we'll find I'll be undercompensating for everything. Sorry, my mouse wire's getting caught. I'm not used to having a wired mouse, but I think it's slightly more responsive than the wireless mouse I was using. Okay, let us go have a look. Okay, he'll be non-hostile, but you will be. There we go. Hello, spider. There we go. Right, so what occurred to me about this drowning chamber is the bit where the mobs come up and then they're supposed to swim up. Now, it's okay if they stay at the level, but if they do drop down for any reason, they can actually make it that way. I'll show you what I mean when I open this up. Right, so, no. So what I want is this bit here to not be too deep at all. So the only place they can go is up. Right, so basically, you know, there was a too deep thing here. Now, I had a block there, but I think I need a block there as well. And I thought I'd have to make it out of glass. But, up. Let me out. So, and I think I will. So if I put a block there as well, and sandstone block back again, the one that was above it, like, there we go. So now there's only a one high gap there. Or is that still two? No, because I put a glass block there. Yes, so there's only a one high gap running under that. So there's no way the mobs can ever make it to there. Once they make it to there, the only place they can go is swim up and drown. I made it glass, so when you look in from here, you can see them coming. Okay, so I need another piece of sandstone to fill in there, but I can do that later. So now we're going to explore the cave that's right by my base, that's been there since the very beginning, that I've not explored. So let's get some basic materials, basic supplies and so on. Stuff we need for going underground. Okay. I'm not going to need cobblestone, because actually I probably want some cobblestone, because I'm not going to be digging my way through loads of rock and so on. And I want some cobblestone so I can make myself a furnace, pillar up and down, stuff like that. So I'm going to get myself sorted, and then I'll speak to you once I'm done. Well, I've just had a creeper blow up right outside my house. Luckily it didn't actually damage any of it, but it has made a rather large, ugly, unsightly hole. Rather like himself. I think he's also a rather large, ugly, unsightly hole. Right, so I'm going to have to fill this in quickly and then we can get to the cave. And here we are. As you can see, it is right by my base. Now, I haven't really explored it. I went down a little bit in order to find 2 pieces of iron, which I needed for the shears, way back when I was doing the leaf collection episode. Other than that, I've not really been down here that much. So, I've built myself like a basic staircase down to where I found the iron. But that's as far as I went. So, we need to explore a little further here. There's also a water cave that's behind the spider spawner that I want to check out. So, we're looking for resources. I've got to remind myself that that's the primary reason I'm here. Hey! My first ever abandoned mine shaft. Yes, believe it or not, this is the first time ever I have seen one of these things. Okay, well, this is a nice supply of wood, string, and minecart tracks. Although it can wear your sword out pretty quick. I'm going to switch to a stone sword to chop all these things. Now, can you set fire to these? Like if I had a flint and steel, would the fire spread through all of these cobwebs? Because that'd be interesting. Be a nice quick way to clear these things out. Now, this probably means if I've got an abandoned mineshaft, I might have, there it is, a blue spider spawner. Now, those are the things you really want to make your XP grinders out of, because I believe they are the highest XP award per mob killed in the game. I will check, I will have to check the wiki to be certain of that. But so to have that nice and close to my base is really lucky. I mean, if I work out a way to get those guys to just head up, head up to the surface, then, I'll have my normal mob spawner. Let me get a torch on that thing. I'll have my normal mob spawner, which is going to give me arrows and gunpowder and bones, I suppose. I've got my spider spawner, which gives me the string, and I can have one of these guys, which can give me all the XP I need. So this is a really good place. Everything's nicely set up. Oh, and there's even some coal by it. And that's my sword gone, which is why I switched to the stone sword. Because it would have been rather annoying to wear out my main sword. Okay. Now, make sure I put down plenty of light. I don't want any... I'm going to have to chop my way past there. I'm going to leave most of this wood for now. But I'm definitely going to get the rail tracks. And we'll have to work out where on the surface this is. So if I do come up with a way to get it up there, I'll have to take a closer look at Etho's design for dealing with the single block spiders. But there's definitely a way to do it, which is cool and brilliant. There's a lot of coal here. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, this is why I'm in here. This is why I've gone spelunking. But this is a really large coal seam. It just keeps going and going. Now, I'm hoping I'm going to find some iron before before too long. Okay, I think that's it for up here. So make sure it's lit, because I do not want mobs spawning anywhere down here. That way the maximum number will spawn in my actual mob spawner. Also need to make sure there's nowhere dark within range of this cave spider spawner. Otherwise I'm going to have those guys crawling all over me. For those that don't know, the cave spiders, they look like normal spiders, but they're only 1 by 1 in size. So they're really small and can crawl through cracks that most other mobs can't. Oh! We've got another layer below us. I have to decide how best to deal with this. Let's make a little staircase here. Because I've got to light it up, otherwise spiders from there will probably be able to spawn down there. And I can hear one. Or I can hear something. Oh, didn't mean to put that one there. Okay, let's get rid of that. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Okay. One more. There we go. There's a load of water here. Okay. Let's light this place up a bit. Oh, there's some iron. Goes even further that way. And you go further that way. Can I put a stop to this water? I think it's probably best. Ah, dead end. In many ways I like dead ends when I'm cave exploring. It means I'm getting everything lit up properly. But I have so much coal here now. I appear to have built my base over whales. The large amounts of coal. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's light this end up. Now, making railroads used to be really expensive in iron, but now you can just rob. Oh, hello. Now you can just rob all the track you want from these places. Where's that water coming from? Come on, do you want to go this way? Yep, yep, yep. And you come towards me? Coming towards me? No? Oh, plenty of iron. See if I can find where this water's coming from and shut it off. There we go. Okay, I've got to start collecting some of this iron. Here we go. Iron is a resource I've been severely lacking at the moment. I mean, with the strip mining I was doing underground, I really wasn't finding that much. So it's nice to be finding some of it down here now. Plenty of coal. Ah! Oh, that made me jump. Oh, I mean, that really made me jump. Right out of my skin. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Oh, that gave me a shock. Okay. Any more iron? Good. More iron. I can hear loads of spiders, but that could be because I'm close to my spider spawner or something like that. Cool. I just have to be careful not to die. If I'm in danger of dying, then I'm going to go somewhere safe and put all my stuff into a chest. Getting lost is less of an issue because you can always just dig up. And then once you're on the surface, in general, you're not that far away from your home. Sometimes you are. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Might be hiding resources sometimes. Let's try this trick. Oh, timed it wrong. There we go. Aha. So you break it with the torch, and then you're really quick. You put a torch under it while it's falling, and then it just... everything above it breaks. You can do that with sand as well, of course. Did I put that torch there? I don't think I did. Do abandoned mineshafts sometimes come with torches? Did not know that. Never having explored one before, you know, I wouldn't know these things. Okay, I'm going to get this iron. Ooh, nice large seam. Here's mobs all around me. Right, now I'm getting slightly turned around here. Trying to... okay, that's my staircase, that's where I came down. That's the spider spawner. You guys will have to tell me what you think of this sort of episode. You know, do you like seeing me explore this stuff? Or would you rather just see me build stuff? Now, I know some people asked for it, but... you know, I'm not the most gung-ho when it comes to exploration. I tend to be quite cautious. I don't need to leave all these here, do I? Let's take you away and put one down there. Ah, lava. Not sure I want to destroy you, but I need to make you safe. Like so. And I'm running out of torches, but I've got plenty of coal, and I brought some wood with me. Okay, what size spider are you? Normal. Okay, come here and die. There we go. More iron. Right, there's some coal over here first. I'm just trying to grab stuff in the order I come across it. Oh, even more coal. Well, I'm not going to want for coal, am I? Now, is coal this common on all maps now, or is this just a really good seed for coal? I mean, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, you really want a seed that's really good for diamonds and iron and stuff like that. I mean, coal is more or less optional now. I mean, as long as you've got trees, you can just charcoal burn and get an infinite supply. Still, it's here. It's useful. Saves me having to chop and grow loads of trees, I suppose. And when you're dealing with stuff way down here, it's easier to just light up those things rather than backfill them. I mean, when I'm up near the surface or places that I might later be digging, then I like to backfill just because it's neater. Okay, that's a dead end. There's a... oh! Now that's a cave spider, and I'm now poisoned. So let's make sure I'm regenerating. Poison's going to last another 4 seconds. Ooh. Okay, now I need to be cautious. Okay, I'm going to retrace my steps, try and find my way back to the surface, because my health is quite low. Okay, my health has now regenerated, but I still think it's worth heading to the surface, seeing as I've got quite a lot of nice stuff on me, and I want to start some of it cooking. But I want to find out where the surface is in relation to this thing. So, I think the best way is if I pillar up from here. And that way I'll have an alternate way down into my mine. So, I could just do it from directly on top of this thing. Let's just make sure that it's well lit. Because I need to get rid of... Oh, I think I'm in the cobweb. Let's chop you away. There we go. And get rid of you. Okay. Now normally I used to be really dangerous to dig straight up. It's less dangerous than it used to be. If lava is above you, you can see it dripping through the ceiling. And in general, things like sand and gravel will just push you out the way, so you won't actually suffocate or take too much damage anymore. Right. Oh, it's dark. So let's just drop one of those in. Right. And let's just dig up. You can just see those slight flashes, the graphical glitches as I do this. Now, I'm not actually trying to make a way up and down to the surface at the moment. I just want to know where the surface is. Sounds like there's a rainstorm going on. Okay. Pillar, pillar, pillar. And dig. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to the surface now. Yep, I've reached the dirt level. Now this is when it's going to turn out it's night time and I get absolutely massacred. It's not night time. That's a good thing. It is, however, a thunderstorm. Right, let's pillar this up a bit more. So we can find out. Okay, so that's my base over there. So this is relatively close. So if I make I could make an XP farm right here on the side of the river, which is cool. Right, I just want to make some torches. Oh, the rain stopped. That's nice. I mean, rain is slightly annoying for me, but I'm also very aware as to how noisy it is and how much it can drown out my voice. So it can be not very good for the commentaries and stuff. Just making myself a little marker here, so I can remember that directly underneath here there is a spider spawner. There we go. And that is nice and close. So that's the way down. It is just out the back of my base. I'm more and more, I'm really liking this seed. It just seems that everything I need is right near me, which is good. I'm not saying I'm not going to go exploring the world. I will, you know. But, you know, it's nice to just be able to establish a base and know that all the resources I need are going to be right there at hand. Okay, so let us start cooking some iron.